bookish friends, welcome back to Amanda's Bookish Adventures. It is day 12 of Bookmas, and I will be doing the Merry Bookmas readathon, and there will be 2 vlogs, but this is the first vlog. There will be at least 4 prompts read in this vlog and 2 extras. Well, I won't be counting them, but in case I run out of time for the other vlog, they will count for prompts later, and I'll tell you those prompts in a minute. So the first one we have is Sugar Cookies, Read Something Sweet, Comfortable, Read, or To Go. So we'll be reading the Savior's Book Cafe Story in Another World. I think it's sweet and I think it's cozy and it's short, so it's definitely a to-go read for me. So another one is, the second prompt we'll be doing is Candy Canes. Read a book with red and white on the cover. We will be reading One Piece Volume 21. We have white, bits of red, so I am happy with that one. Another one we will be reading is prompt 7, Holiday Pudding. Read a book, a holiday book, or any holiday book. So I have a copy off Libby of The New Year's Kiss, which I will be reading for this vlog. And then we have prompt 9, Fruitcake. Read an LGBTQIA+. And we will be reading Knit, Purl, A Baby and a Girl, which I plan on having this prompt done twice in both vlogs, but this is the one for the first vlog. So for the other ones, because I have volume 2 and 3 of the book Savior's Cafe Story in Another World, that if next time I could use we could use gingerbread book with 1 or more people on the cover, and Yule log cake, read a book with magic. So if I don't complete the Keeper of the Lost Cities book, these 2 will count. So I'm going to be reading them in this vlog, but they will count for prompts later on in case I run out of time, because I am a little bit behind. I only have 5 Bookmas videos left to film, and I'm currently in the middle of one. I have clips for another, and I'm starting this one because it is December 1st. So I am going to start with prompt 1, and it's the Savior's Book Cafe Story in Another World, and it's about I'm gonna mess the name up. Tsuki is a single 30-something-year-old office worker whose favorite book thing is curling up with a good book. When a god tells her that she must go to another world to become his magical savior, Tsuka isn't interested. She has 0 desire to go on some grand hero's journey. So when she arrives in this strange new land, she decides to use her magical powers to create a cozy little book cafe instead. Her first customer is a handsome soldier who loves reading almost as much as she does. But when a fellow savior starts causing trouble, Tsuka might have to play the hero after all. So yes, we'll be starting with this one, but I will be reading with it today 2 and 3, which they're very short, and I might read prompt 2 today as well, but I don't know because I am filming another reading vlog and I'm almost done with that. I am tired, but this is the earliest I've been up in a long time, and I didn't have work today, so yeah, I do have work tomorrow, but I don't know what time, if it's in the afternoon or if it's in the evening. I finished the first 3 volumes of the Savior's Book Cafe Story in Another World, and I give the first one 4, the next 2 5. I like to hold on, go back because I never say these names correctly if I don't see them. Tsuki, it's interesting how it's very cozy, so quick and cozy and sweet, so I did enjoy it. In her world, she didn't want romance, she wanted to read, so she comes to this new world, she meets the knight, but there are problems with the other savior that's currently in town. And when you get picked to be a savior, you can make a wish, and it's interesting to see the other wishes, and the other saviors have been younger than her. She's the oldest, and it's interesting. I like the world. It's sweet and the romance cute. There is volume 4, but it's not at the library, and there is a 5th volume coming out next year, so I'll probably wait to read that volume, but sweet and cozy, and it was really quick, really fast read. I think it's only been an hour since I've read them because they're really short, but that means my first prompt for the Merry Bookmas readathon is done. I have the list I need to write down since I write it down and how many pages this one was. But yeah, Sugar Cookies is done. I don't know if I'll read another prompt today because I have to finish the other books for the other reading vlog, so I'll probably see you tomorrow. So it is December 2nd, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna read today. Sprints are happening in a little bit. It's around, I think, 1 p.m., almost 1, and that's when, in my time zone, that's when the sprints are gonna come up. So for candy canes, read a book with a red, white oil cover, and I already said I'm gonna read One Piece. So at this point, if you don't know what One Piece is, Luffy wants to be king of the pirates, and he needs to get to the Grand Line to find the treasure. So he collects his crew on the islands leading up to the Grand Line. When he gets to the Grand Line, he finds one of his final crewmates. I know later on in the series, he gets more, but for right now, just the original crew is almost full. So at the point I'm in the One Piece volumes, he is helping a friend out, Princess Vivi. I will also be reading Prompt 9, Fruitcake, read an LGBTQIA+. So we have Knit, Pearl, and a baby girl. So I'll just read the back of the book. Poppy Adams doesn't have a perfect life, and she wasn't ready for the positive pregnancy test. And an unexpected baby. Poppy's unexpected baby won't make her family doing cartwheels. But she's making the right choice, right? Right? Poppy totally got this. She just needs a little encouragement, and a knitting group is the perfect place to start. Baby blankets, booties, teeny little hats. Small steps towards her new life, but she feels like the group's already dropped a stitch when she discovers the knitting group is led by I'm just gonna say charming Rihanna. It's not exactly a great time to meet the woman who might just be the love of her life, while the group easily shuffles around to make room for Poppy. It's not easy fitting her life and Rihanna's together. Within weeks, counting down until the baby arrives, Poppy's going to have to decide for herself what truly makes a family. So I'm hoping, I know I could finish the One Piece volume. That's not even a problem. I can finish that before I have to go to work. And necessarily tonight, I don't know if that's going to happen because it's been a change of plans. So with the sprints, because if I have to leave, I would have to leave at 5. So I could finish this and at least hopefully get to 100 pages is this. And I'm not necessarily saying I'll finish this book within this vlog time frame, but I will also be reading Glint. It's the second book in the Plated Prisoner series. It's a Midas retelling series. So I finished the first one for a vlog last night for the 25th. So I will be slowly I have the whole series, and I'm afraid all the books that are out, I'm afraid the library won't let me extend them, so I will be reading them slowly throughout the vlogs and other stuff I'm doing. So I probably won't update you when I finish One Piece. I did have to cut myself off because I got called. So I won't update you when I finish One Piece, but I will update you before I have to go to work, if I get called in to go to work when I get to. So I'll update you with my progress with both books. If I don't have to get called into work, I will update you on my thoughts when I get to around page 100 with this book. All right, so I'll see you in a while. So it is the 3rd of December, and I am at 108 pages with Knit, Pearl, a baby, and a girl, and I'm really enjoying it. I did finish One Piece before I had to go to work. I had to go early because traffic, so I didn't get much time in the sprints with this one. But I got to 40 pages last night, and I'm really liking it. There's some real conversations Poppy is dealing with, being pregnant, making choices. She has voices in her head of family members, and so far I can tell the personality of how she's grown up with and what she's grown up with. I love Rihanna. I think she's so smart, funny, and I am enjoying these two. So I think I can finish this today. I've just had a real lazy morning. I didn't want to get up this morning, but I did, and I did read. I think it's Princess Ever After by K. O'Neill, and it's about a princess being trapped in a tower and another princess fighting, changing standards of princesses and being the hero. And it's really short, really cute, but I'm still gonna count this for a fruitcake. But I love K. O'Neill. They have queer graphic novels. I love them. I haven't read all of their graphic novels, but I've read the Tea Dragon series and other ones too. I've read Alicorn and the little frog one they have, and absolutely amazing. That was a good way to start the morning, and then I got onto this, so I'm doing pretty good, and I do like it. I think it's probably one of the most realist conversations that I've read in a book that started at the beginning of the book, and I actually really enjoyed that. I found that really refreshing, especially since this is, I think it's traditionally published because it has the publishing house, Purina Press, contemporary romance, but I'm enjoying the real conversations in this. I don't know how the rest of the book's playing out, but that section was really good and makes me excited to see what the rest of the book is, if I'm enjoying it. So I think I'll update you later today, and hopefully I'm more ready, but I'm just gonna be lazy. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna have a lazy day. All right, so I'll see you later. I'm back with an update. I'm on 217, and it was going so great. The communication, the topics, the conversations that were going on, topics about gender, about accepting who you are, and the developing of Poppy and Rihanna's relationship, and Poppy's relationship with this knitting group, and accepting herself and learning. Then we have what's very common in romance books, the miscommunication trope. And I was like, I knew it was leading up to it, and it gets pushed a lot because the connection to see will they, won't they, and I get it, but this book was doing so amazing with the conversations it was having. I've been enthralled. I skipped lunch to read that section. I was gonna eat after, but now I want to read the next chapter to see, like, where are we going? Like, how is this gonna fix? I don't know. And honestly, the conversations, it's still a great book. The conversations alone were amazing, but the miscommunication trope, I'm just getting sick of it in romance. Because every single book traditionally published has that. I mean, some indies to an extent, but this one, I will have to admit, the conversations that I've read with other romance books don't even have half the conversations as amazing as this book has had. But I just hate that one, the flare up of will they, won't they, the miscommunication, because it was doing so amazing and I was enthralled by it. But I don't know, it's not going to affect my rating because I think this book has been amazing because of the conversations and the way the relationships developed and the beautiful understanding. But I just frustrates me. So I'll update you when I finish it. I probably read 2 more chapters and then go make me some lunch. So I'll see you in a while. So I have finished Knit Pearl and a Baby Girl, and I give it 5 stars. Other than the mishap, after that, there's still so many great conversations this book had, and I wish there was more. The author has, this is a pen name for the author. She has plenty of other books, but this was absolutely amazing, and I really want another one of these. I love Poppy and her journey with Rihanna, and having a baby was amazing, and in itself, entirely, I would say, a great book if you ever need to look for something for a prompt for a readathon found family. This definitely would work because there is a found family. So the next one I said I would do for this vlog, the last one, is Holiday Pudding, read a holiday book. And I really didn't want to read the one I had off Libby, and then I remembered I had this. So it's Made Under the Mistletoe. Single mom Joy Curran needs this temporary holiday housekeeping job, working for a recluse billionaire, but her sexy, aloof boss pulls at Joy's heartstrings, and her long-denied desires in unexpected ways. Sam never got over the loss of his wife and son, and he shuts himself off from the happiness, love, and the holidays. But Joy and her sweet daughter bring laughter into his life, and living with his new maid ignites a passion he can't ignore. After one glorious night in Joy's arms, will this beauty be the Christmas miracle that changes the beast forever? So I'm thinking halfway for an update with this one because it's short and I really, really want a short read. I did get a Christmas present and I did open it off Amazon because we've had some bad storms. So even if I get other Christmas presents, I'm more likely to open them to make sure nothing is damaged. So I got no rings attached. I do own the first one of the series and I'm planning on reading them next year. I was just so glad my dad got me this. I was like, yes. And then I could read them back to back. So could their fictional backstory be the start of something real? Leah Harris is tired of being the odd one out. She never quite fit in with her uptight family, and now that her roommates have all found love, she's starting to feel like a third wheel in her own apartment. Fed up with her mother's constant meddling in her love life, Leah drops hints about a girlfriend she doesn't have. But with her brother's lending nuptials approaching, she needs to find a date to save face. Leah turns to her best friend Rosie for help, and Rosie delivers with the fun, gorgeous Grace. That's a weird last name. Poston? Grace loves to have a good time, hiding her insecurities behind a sunny smile. Her recent move to London has provided her with a much-needed fresh start. Grace isn't looking for love, and she hates weddings. However, weathered more than her fair share of heartache. Friendships are different so for Rosie's sake, she's reluctant to agree as pose as Leah's adorable girlfriend for their wedding festivals. Both Gray and Leah are prepared for an awkward weekend with complete prying family members and a guest room with only one bed. As it turns out, they get along well, spectacularly, in fact. Before they know it, the chemistry they're faking feels all too real. But is their wedding weekend a fleeting performance or the rehearsal for a love that's meant to last? So I think Rosie's in the first book, and I think there's only two. There might be a third one in the series. I'm not for sure, so I can't wait to dive into this next year. I am looking forward to this, but this will be my last read for this vlog, so I can get it up in time, so I can film the other vlog that I'm behind on for Bookmas. But other than that, it's been a really productive reading vlog so far. So I might just halfway, I don't even know where halfway is in this book. I don't even know if I read it. Might have read it a long time ago, but I guess I'll reread it if I've already read it. Hopefully it's decent. Hopefully it's quick. That's what I want. I will see you in a while. So I am on 104 of the Maid Under Mistletoe, and I'm liking it. I think it's gonna be a 3-star. What, Lou? Lou wants me to pet him. I like Joy. She's very pushy. Her daughter's it's a great character. But I like her. She goes into nurturing mode and wanting to fix everything, and let's see. Sam is a Grinch, basically. He's had something horrific happen. He wants no joy. He hates December, and he's become a man who doesn't socialize, a hermit, and he doesn't want interaction. So it's interesting. I did read it before. It's not bad, but it's not the best holiday book I've read. It's probably all I can really say about it. I plan on finishing it up tonight. I have nothing really going on. I had my niece today, and then more chores happened, and well, yeah, more storms are coming, and I had to do some chores, catch up on some chores, but I'm hoping to get this finished tonight and then wrap up this vlog. So I will see you when I get done. I finished Maid Under the Mistletoe, and I gave it a 3 stars. I like Harlequin when it's a thicker book, if it's by an author that I really enjoy, but I don't think I'm keeping this book after reading it a second time. I just don't think, trying to have space for books to come next year, I don't think I will ever pick this up again. So it will be going on the unhaul pile. So that was for the prompt 7, holiday pudding, read a holiday book. So I am done. So that means I have finished for this vlog. Let's see if I could get them all in a stack. Making it nice and neat, and it won't look that nice, but I have finished all of these and the 2 extra mangas in case I need to use them to double up for prompts for the second vlog of Merry Bookmas. And I would have to say the only lowest one in this was this one. This was a 3-star. I think the rest 4s and 5s. I am extremely exhausted, and I'm glad the vlog is over because I really need to film the one video that is not a vlog and then start on the other vlog that I need to do before I start the second vlog to Merry Bookmas. But it's been a stressful day. We've had electricians come. Our furnace is getting replaced this week as well. So on Wednesday, we are hopefully getting a new furnace. It's still working, but the part to fix the furnace that we have is expensive, so we're just paying to get a new furnace. And on top of that, we're replacing our electric box, and it's been exhausting. So I will have no power on Monday, and I'm like, this, it always happens before Christmas or the end of the year. There's always just that one thing that drives me nuts, and it's probably why I don't decorate, because the last couple of years I've had things and it hasn't been good. At least we had money to afford to fix the stuff, so it's not as bad, but it's been extremely stressful, and I could do without the stress at the end of the year, but that is it. So that is all I've been dealing with. So I'll see you for Merry Bookmas vlog 2, and that's coming out on December 19th, even though it's not filmed yet. That will be the second vlog for this readathon. I hope you've had a very different beginning of December than I have, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.